Welcome. In this session, I will be discussing about foods and I will give an overview about the food and its function. Food is one of the basic essentials of life. A human being has three basic necessities. The first one is food, the second one is shelter, and the third one is clothing. So food is the first basic requisite for any human being. So it has been placed first because without food, a human being cannot live. Food, nutrient, and health are interrelated. Food supplies different types of nutrients that are responsible for promoting health in the individual. WHO defines health as a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. If a person needs to remain healthy, he has to consume a food that is nutritious. So, health is very imperative for any human being to live. So, this health component is received only through the food that he consumes. Different types of food, the thousands of food a human being consumes are divided basically into four different types based upon their function. The functional classification or the nutritional classification of foods. Based upon the type of nutrients present in the food, they are classified into four different types. They are the first one, the energy yielding food, second, bodybuilding food, third, protective food, and fourth, regulatory foods. We shall see about the first type of food, the energy yielding food or the energy giving food. Cereals and millets provide a major portion of energy in our diet and therefore they are called as the energy yielding food. The second one are the roots and tubers. The roots and tubers are starchy in nature and therefore they provide plenty of carbohydrates and they also yield energy. The third one is the fats and the sugars. The sugars, they provide us energy. Fats provide us fats as well as energy. The cereals and the millets, apart from providing energy, they also have some useful nutrients such as the fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Roots and tubers, a few of them have vitamins, as in the case of carrot, that provide us beta carotene. Sugars provide exclusively energy, while fats provide fat and fat-soluble vitamin such as vitamin E. So this is the first criteria or category of the food. The second one is the bodybuilding food. So what is the meaning of bodybuilding? The foods that promote growth and development are called as bodybuilding. Protein is essential for the growth of the individual, and so all the foods that provide protein are called as the bodybuilding foods. So the legumes, pulses, beans, nuts and oil seeds, and the milk and milk products, they come under the bodybuilding foods because they are rich in protein. The bodybuilding foods are further classified into two types. One which contains the legumes, nuts and oil seeds, pulses and the beans, all derived from plant sources. They provide us plenty of protein and it is called as the poor man's meat. They promote the growth of the individual and therefore they are called as the bodybuilding food. The second category includes all the non-vegetarian foods like the milk and the milk products, egg, fish, poultry, and meat, which provides proteins. Both these foods, that is The pulses, legumes and nuts, and also the non-vegetarian foods provide protein. But of course, they have carbohydrates. They can provide us energy, and they also contain vitamins and minerals. The third class of food is called as the protective food. These foods protect us from infections. As all of you know, the microorganisms are present everywhere. They are omnipresent. So, our body confronts these microorganisms through its defense system. For the production of various protective elements in the body, the protective foods are required. The protective foods includes the vegetables and the fruits, which provide us vitamins and minerals. So we should understand that fruits and vegetables will protect us from different types of infectious agents. Also, under this category, we have another class of foods, the non-vegetarian foods, that has proteins, vitamins and minerals. So under the protective foods, we have two categories. One are the fruits and the vegetables, and the other are the non-vegetarian foods, which can help in preventing infections because they are rich in vitamins and minerals. The fourth category of food are the foods that regulate the physiological mechanisms of the body. One is water and the other is fiber. Our body is composed of about 75% of water, and various fluids are produced in our body which require water. The enzymes, hormones, blood, lymph, and various other body fluids are dependent upon the water content of our body. Our body should always be hydrated in order to maintain the water balance of the body. So each individual should consume at least 8 glasses of water per day in order to maintain the water balance of the body. So this is very important for the regulation of all the physiological mechanisms of our body. The next one is the fiber. Fiber is indigestible. It is a polysaccharide. Though it is indigestible, it helps in the regulation of the digestive mechanism of the body. And fiber is also important to prevent the various chronic degenerative diseases like diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and it also helps in the prevention of obesity. Fiber regulates various body processes, and therefore it is called as the regulatory food. So all these 4 types of food is essential for consumption by an individual. Next, we shall see about the different food groups. ICMR classifies the food into 5 different types based upon the nutrients present in these foods. This type of classification is called as the basic 5 food group. The first group is called as the cereals and the millets. The cereals and the millets and the products derived from these provide us energy, vitamin B, and fiber. They also contain protein. The second food group is called as the legumes, pulses, beans, and peas. These are all protein rich. However, they also provide energy and they contain minerals such as calcium, and fiber is also present. The third food group is called as the milk and meat products. This is further classified into milk and milk products and the animal foods. The milk and milk products, as you all know, all the dairy products fall under this category, and it provides protein, minerals, and vitamins. The second category in the third group are the animal foods. Meat, fish, poultry all fall under this category. They provide us protein, vitamins and minerals. Of course, there is a little bit of energy present. The fourth class of the food group are the fruits and the vegetables. Here again we have further classification. The first one is the fruits, all the different types of fruits. They provide us abundant fiber, vitamins and minerals. Vegetables are further classified into green leafy vegetables, roots and tubers, and other vegetables. The green leafy vegetables, all the different types of greens fall under this category. Roots and tubers, all those that grow below the ground fall under this category. And the other vegetables, excluding the above two, are called as the other vegetables. They provide us primarily vitamins and minerals, and also some of them provide fiber. Roots and tubers are rich in carbohydrate as well. The fifth classification of food is called as the fats and sugars. Under fat, we have the solid and the liquid, that is the oil, butter, etc. And all of them are rich in energy and they also provide fat. Sugars and their products provide only energy. Sugar like jaggery contain little bit of iron. So these are the different groups of foods and they are called as the basic 5 food groups. So now we understood how the food is being grouped based upon the nutrients. Next, we shall see about the food pyramid. Food pyramid is a concept where they introduce the concept of the quantity of food intake. The food pyramid has 4 sections. At the bottom section, we have the cereals and the cereal products. The section above this, we have the fruits and vegetables. And above this, we have the nuts, oil seeds, pulses, and milk products. In the top portion of the pyramid, we have the oils and sugars. So what does this food pyramid indicate? The food that are present at the bottom can be consumed adequately. The food that is present above this section, that is at the lower section, we have the cereals and the cereal products. So those foods we can consume adequately. Above that, we have the fruits and the vegetables, which can be consumed liberally. Above this, we have the pulses, nuts, and the dairy products, which can be consumed moderately. And at the top of the pyramid, we have the oils and sugars, which has to be consumed sparingly, which means very less amount of sugars and fat has to be consumed. So this food pyramid concept helps to identify the quantity of food that can be consumed by an individual. Next, let me talk about the balanced diet. All of us would wonder if we are consuming a balanced diet. And if I ask a question, are we consuming a balanced diet? Most of the response would be no. But now, after this discussion, after my explanation, you would be able to understand whether we are consuming a balanced diet or not. So what is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is one which would provide all the nutrients in the adequate quantity, in the required proportion for the proper functioning of the body. So it should provide the nutrients in proper quantity and quality. So this is called as a balanced diet. So how can we consume a balanced diet? It is very simple. I had earlier explained about the basic 5 food groups. Hope you would remember them, but let me tell it once again. The first group is the cereal and the cereal products. Second one, pulses and legumes. Third one, milk and meat products. Fourth, fruits and vegetables. And the fifth one is the fats and oil. Any food that contains all these basic 5 food groups is a balanced diet. Can we check it now? Yes. So, say for example, I'm consuming my breakfast in the morning, and my breakfast comprises of idli, a vegetable sambar, and a glass of coffee. So, have I used all these basic 5 food groups in this preparation? Yes, definitely. So there is rice and dal in the idli. In the sambar, I have the dal and the vegetables. And in the coffee, there is milk and sugar. And so we have included all the basic 5 food groups. And the lunch, which has rice, sambar, vegetable, and also buttermilk or curd, it is a balanced diet. Most of our traditional diet, which our elders have planned for us, is a balanced diet. So you can check the type of foods you consume and also the number of groups you have included in this manner, and find out whether you have consumed a balanced diet or not. So a balanced diet is very essential for a healthy living. It will provide all the nutrients to protect our body, and it will also help in the enhancing the well-being of the human being. So consume a balanced diet for a healthy. So in this session, I have talked about food, the essential requirement of food. I gave the definition of the food, and I also talked about the food classification and the different types of groups. We also looked into the importance of food pyramid and also the different types of food groups which is required for planning a balanced diet. Thank you.